So the internet just realized that a 36-year-old woman played a 14-year-old ghost in Harry Potter. And now people are side eyeing the entire franchise because when you rewatch those scenes, some of them feel way too grown for a Hogwarts bathroom. And Hollywood doing weird age stuff isn't new. They've been pairing teen characters with full adults for decades. Stick around because the examples get progressively more uncomfortable as the video goes on today. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the SNEWS where we cover stupid news powered by two peas out the pod, Johnny and Shay.
What's up, guys? That's why I'm in a little box right now, guys, because it's very uncomfortable for me.
What? What are you
I have to
talking
be
about?
I have to be in a little box at the moment.
So, guys, the Harry Potter age shock and the weird parts. Shirley Henderson was the 36-year-old who played Moaning Myrtle, which is already a weird name for this situation.
What was her name again?
Moaning Myrtle.
I bet she did. I bet she was a big moaner.
So, she played a 14-year-old girl in Chamber of Secrets and Goblet of Fire. Fans knew she was older, but didn't know that she was 2 decades older than the character and obviously older than some of the teachers that were actually on the set.
So what you're trying to say, Shay, is that they hid this. They probably all knew, but they hid it to the public.
Yeah.
They probably, signed something in blood or probably drank from the goblet of fire.
So the awkward part, Myrtle spends major screen time flirting with Harry, who is played by a 14-year-old, obviously Daniel Radcliffe in the movie. She also has a whole bath scene where she's watching Harry in the water, and now that everyone knows her real age, the internet is calling it the strangest unintentional ick in the whole series.
I will definitely agree with that. That was I watched it recently and did not age well in my book.
Yeah, I don't think any movies age well, it seems like it.
Yeah, no movie ages well at all.
We go back and watch some of these ones and we're like, "What the heck?"
Because it goes over our head, and
Yeah,
at that time I wasn't really into it,
yeah.
Harry Potter like that. But when I heard about that, I was like, oh really? And I rewatched those scenes, and I was like, I could see why they're redoing the Harry Potter series now.
Yeah. So Radcliffe even admitted himself in interviews that he felt awkward filming with her because Myrtle was written as boy crazy character and Henderson was a full adult woman. So it was supposed to be like a teenage girl, but it
Uh,
was like an adult woman.
and
And he knew that, I guess.
her name was what? What was her name again?
Moaning Myrtle.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That's probably why she was
Because she
going.
was
She
supposed to be a ghost, but it's still weird.
Yeah, but she seemed like she was a real horny ghost.
So social media reactions, they're saying this was not a teenage crush. This was a woman with a 401k haunting a minor.
She had a
Hogwarts
401k.
Hogwarts needed HR, not Dumbledore. I don't think they had an
Hey,
HR department at the school.
yeah, but hold on, man. Were they with Vanguard or were they with Fidelity?
I don't know.
I need to know. I need to try to see who her people are.
And yes, Myrtle was the oldest actor to ever play a Hogwarts student.
God damn.
Yeah. So because of this, guys, we wanted to look into, what other movies have like weird age things going on. One we can obviously pull up from a previous video that we did on Two Peas Out the Pod podcast is the Grizzly 2 film that we reviewed and
Oh
did
yeah,
on a throwback. That one, I don't remember the exact ages, but basically,
the age
and it
gap.
started the movie. They were in the sleeping bag together
Yeah,
and apparently, doing whatever they were doing. And it was just really, the whole
yeah.
situation was weird.
It made me feel uncomfortable. I was like, oh man.
So other movies where age makes no sense is the Grease, I guess, movie was 17 and 33.
Yeah, that right. But yeah, they were supposed to play very young, but nah. That's why the reason why I like Grease is obviously the musicals and stuff on that. I like it too because it's really hard for me to believe John Travolta. Yeah, because I think at that age he was. I want to say he was probably like in his late 20s.
I don't know. I
I don't
haven't seen
remember.
it in so long. I
I haven't
can't
seen
tell
a
you.
movie for a while either, but I still got some of the musicals.
And then the second example is 90210. It was 16 and 29.
Oh damn.
So that's like a big difference there.
Yeah, but remember, it's Beverly Hills.
15 years, though?
That's
Mm.
Beverly Hills 90210. I mean, you saw Anna Nicole, God bless her soul, but she look how old she did. She did a 80, 70-year-old man.
Yeah, but it's just weird. And Mean Girls, was 16, and then Spider-Man, Peter Parker was 17 and Toby was 27. You know, the character that
Oh, yeah.
he was playing 17-year-old, but he was
But yeah,
27.
27, yeah, yeah, yeah.
And in the
That's
new one,
right.
I think that's his case too, right? I
Oh,
believe,
because I
because he didn't
think,
go to college in the new one, but he's really, like, way older.
oh, I think Tom Holland, when he did the very first one, I think he was, like, 17 or 18.
Oh,
So, I think but I think he's probably, like, in his early 20s, probably late 20s, I don't know. Don't quote me on that, but, I would say that, yeah, when he first saw him or whatever, yeah, I would say that he was probably in his 19, probably turned 21 or something, I don't know. But
yeah.
he still was young at the time to play still, like, a high school.
And then on Titanic, Billy Zane was 31,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
but Cal was in the mid-20s.
Yeah,
So
Billy Zane was definitely an old guy.
and then Catch Me If You Can, Leonardo DiCaprio, he was supposed to be playing a late teen, but he was actually 28.
Yeah.
And then, Pen 15, it's supposed to be middle schoolers, but all the actresses were in their 30s.
Yeah. I noticed that when you put that on the list, we would yeah, I can see why, because I mean, the content and what they were gonna get into. I still felt like they could have did a young ensemble cast for that.
Yeah,
Almost the same thing like how, what is it, like, Boy Meets World, like, all you see the kids grow with over the years and stuff, or like
right.
Harry Potter, as you saw them grow over the years. But, but again, this is Pen 15. I think this is like kind of a show that was like for teenagers, but
That's weird, though. If it's supposed to be a show for teenagers, why do you have 30-year-olds playing it?
that's where it's
That's so
just
weird.
again.
No, I think that's weird
But no,
creepy.
but I believe it's a female writer that wrote that.
At least they were
So
all the
no,
same age on that one, though, or,
no,
around. At
right.
least they didn't have, like, 15-year-olds and 30-year-olds mixed together like these other ones.
Right, but, you gotta understand that that shows from, I think, a young 15-year-old's perspective, a girl.
And then Gossip Girl, so the characters were 16 and 17, but all the actors were in their mid-20s, and they had teen relationships that were actually filmed with adults. So, it's kinda weird.
Really?
Yeah, because they were supposed to be teens, but they were all adults. They were all in their mid-20s,
Oh,
but they're supposed to be 16. And then Pretty Little Liars, they had teens dating adults, so they had actors that were playing the minors, they were in their 20s, and then adults were playing the adults in their 30s, and the storyline did not age very well on that one.
what was it called again?
Pretty Little Liars.
This is a TV show?
It's a movie, I think.
Oh,
Yeah. It might be a TV show, I'm not sure.
it just sounds like a TV show too, but, again, that does sound in the realm of a film. Does it say what year it came?
I can
No,
look it up.
I did. Okay. I was
Look it up.
just thought you probably knew off the top, but yeah, because for the life of me
It was a TV show.
yeah, that's where it's
2010.
yeah,
2010 to 2017, ABC. It
okay.
was based off a book.
Alright, because I was gonna say, that sounds like a television show.
Yeah. That's kinda crazy they're still doing that. Riverdale, they had teen relationships, and all the actors were 20 to 30. Parents were almost the same age as the kids in real life.
So I guess, when it came to those, and I think the reason why they do that on top of it is because this is how you know it's gonna be like it's an out of touch type film. Because if the mom and dad and the kids look almost near the close age, just know that, yeah, it's not gonna happen in probably like the first season, second season, or maybe the third season, but you'll see something pop off with like one of the gonna sleep with like the next door neighbor, something like, and then it's like, oh, well, that was messed up scene. In reality, they were about the same age.
Right.
So
Yeah.
that's where it's like I can see like that's what they were trying to do, and it's just I felt like they kind of
And then Twilight, Bella was 17, Kristen was just turning 18, and Robert Pattinson was 22. The book had weird age gaps and the show smoothed it out, but it was still odd.
What, the Twilight movies?
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, in the Twilight, technically the family, the vampire family, I think he's like 90 or 80 or something. Because he's like lives forever or whatever.
Right, right.
But then he was really 22 in real life, but then Bella was 17 in the movie. So it's kind of like a 17-year-old with a 90-year-old is basically what their portrayal was.
The
Weird.
the same thing can be said with Mila Kunis. Remember on that 70 show when she got the role for it or whatever, I think she was like 16 or 17. Everyone else on the show was like in their 20s.
Yeah.
So those moments you saw her kissing Kelso, kind of questionable always.
Yeah.
And then like I felt like on top of her, she didn't really grow as an actress. I felt like you were like in some Stockholm syndrome type shit. Because the next later you got a kid with him.
Right.
It's kind of like a sick type of thing.
Yeah.
But hey, whatever helps you sleep at night.
And then Euphoria, characters were 16 to 17. All the actors were 22 to 28. The scenes were designed to look teen realistic, but they were filmed with adults, and many viewers questioned the optics.
Really?
So I haven't seen that one. Game of Thrones, the book characters are literal kids, but HBO aged them up for the show, and they cast adults, and they still kept heavy
So
adult
wait, hold on,
themes.
hold on, hold on. So I guess all those teens and stuff,
The
they're supposed to
whole
be all they're
they
supposed to be all
ate they
kids.
made they changed it into adult themes for the show. Well, so the other thing Hollywood does is they have young playing old. Jennifer Lawrence in Silver Linings is a character in her mid-30s, but she's actually 22.
Damn.
So she's young playing old. And then we have Armie Hammer, who co-starred with Leonardo DiCaprio and J. Edgar. So that one, he played an elderly man, but he was actually 25.
And it was also directed by Clint Eastwood.
Yeah. And then Benjamin Button, we know that one. Brad Pitt aged in reverse with CGI. Nobody knew how old anyone was supposed to be.
Damn. I gotta see that again. I haven't seen that movie.
You haven't?
I mean, I've seen it one time,
Oh,
but I felt like it's like all a blur. So that's a movie I will have to see.
nice. Do you want to pull up the article that
Oh,
prompted this social media hit
yeah.
list?
We'll go ahead and check that out.
So, guys, while he's doing that, definitely hit that like button and consider subscribing. So, this is the clip that we saw, and then obviously it popped up on all the news sources too, right? Like you kept seeing it everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, so here it is. Moaning Myrtle, the actor Shirley Henderson, was 37 years old when she auditioned for 14-year-old Harry Potter's character. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, I know,
Why did
man.
they pick her out of everyone then? I don't get it. She just really was a good moaner or whatever.
She was a good moaner.
Jeez.
She was a great moaner, dog.
Okay.
She made all the ladies purr, kitties purr.
Wow. So, guys. So why Hollywood does this, obviously the short of it. So basically they're trying to get around child labor restrictions, insurance complications, directors avoiding real minors for romantic or intense scenes, and then older faces look young on camera. So I guess that's their thing there.
Hey, that's why I always say, man, if I do film, I don't want no kids in the film. That's why. I put the kids in the film. Just be like it's implied. Let's say for example, if I do like, oh, we're like in a living room, like you hear kids in the background, like you have like a soundboard and you got like kids messing around and shit, but you don't see them. You hear them, but you
Mm,
don't see them in the film. You get what I'm saying?
yeah. No, I could see the child labor restriction thing coming into play
And
because
that's how that's my workaround
no,
as
because
a
I know they can only film like a certain number of hours a
right,
day
and
and all
that's
this other
why,
stuff,
and
and
again,
I'm sure
that's why,
Disney does not want to deal with that either.
right, and that's why I said if I did films, trust me.
Yeah.
You'd be like, oh, maybe like a scene of us like in the living room, but you just hear like the kids like crying and stuff or making noise and stuff, and you see some shadows of the kids walking around and stuff, but you don't see them.
Right.
That's how you do it. That's what you call the Johnny Magic.
Yeah. I see the point of sometimes, when they're doing like the 30-year-olds that play the teens and stuff, but I don't get when they pair, like, on Grizzly 2, like, the 15 or whatever she was,
Oh
15 or
yeah.
16-year-old with, like, the 27-year-old, or even the ones like this,
And
like
and
this
and and
girl.
that right there is, where I would make sure that I would be like most of all my films is, you're in college. So, John would be most of his films like, "Damn, he doesn't do." No, 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 because child labor laws.
Jeez.
Yeah, so
So, guys, Hollywood logic just stays confusing. There isn't really any rhyme or reason to it from what we
Oh,
saw.
no, 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 there was a rhyme and reason to, child labor laws.
No, but not on this situation. Like, she's almost 40-year-old playing a 14-year-old, and then the scenes itself is, like, really out of line for that.
Well, you gotta ask the people that produced and made those signs, the director that wanted that to happen. Because 'cause I'm sure that lovely lady probably at least said something like, "Hey, I don't I feel uncomfortable." Well, hey, you want that additional $100,000? Shut up and do the scene. I'm just
No, they
saying.
probably said, "We have 10 other people waiting to be Moaning Myrtle or whatever. Do you wanna
Right.
do it or not?"
Yeah, that's exactly yeah. Well, okay, see, that's the version, the real version. My version is what they really would say. I mean, it's a questionable situation that I would never wanna be in.
Just think if tables were turned and that was the guy and doing that to a 14-year-old girl. I'm sure
Oh,
we'd have heard
yeah,
about
yeah.
this
Oh,
long ago.
Oh, yeah. We would've been heard this. He would've been locked up. He matter of fact, he would've been introducing him P. Diddy to
Wow.
the prison.
Jeez.
I'm just saying. These are the facts.
So, guys, stick around because if Hollywood is casting 36-year-old ghosts to flirt with 14-year-old wizards, the next casting scandal we cover is going to probably be even messier than this one, guys. But that has been Stupid News with two peas out the pod, and we will see you guys on the next one.
Peace out.